Hey everyone, it's Presley.games.com here, and today I'm going to be recapping my experience at Los Angeles Comic Con. This is my second year at Los Angeles Comic Con. Last year was absolutely incredible, and this year was as well. Spoiler alert. I had a great time. There was all sorts of really amazing stuff that I got to do, and it was just a blast overall. I decided that I wanted to structure this video a little more towards people who are going to their first con, because LA Comic Con actually is a pretty good choice for your first con if you live in Los Angeles. So I'm going to be talking about some of the things that you should do if you are new to conning, and some fun stuff that you should check out that other people may not think of on their first time. Without further ado, let's start with the first place you will probably go, which is the Expo Hall. It's a huge hall filled with vendors, booths, all sorts of stuff. It's absolutely crazy. There is a ton of people there generally, but there's also a ton of really cool stuff. There are vendors which show all sorts of your favorite Comic-Con merch, like plushies, oven mitts, toys, Gundam pillows of all kinds, doki doki, prop weapons and cosplay supplies, tons and tons of geekware. Of course there's comic books, lots of them. And once you're done grabbing some amazing merch from your favorite fandoms, there's the Artists Alley, which is my favorite place to go in a con. There are lots of different kinds of artists. There are huge comic book artists who I'm sure work on some of your favorite comic books, as well as independent local artists. It's really important to me to support independent local artists, as I am an artist and I understand what it's like to not get a lot of recognition for your work. And so going up to those people who have booths and talking to them about their art is absolutely incredible. You can grab prints from some of your favorite fandoms, as well as for just a little bit more you can commission somebody to draw you a D&D character, a favorite character, anything under the sun. I'm sure they will draw it for you as long as it adheres to their commission policies. Please don't ask them to do anything that's not in their commission policies. That's common sense, or you would think it's common sense, but a lot of people will commission artists things that they're totally not comfortable doing. And I'm sure they'd be cool drawing whatever you have in mind. I don't think you guys are super weirdos. I think you guys are cool. A couple of the artists that I noticed at LA Comic Con are Human Tree Robot, which has these amazing like landscapey prints. A lot of them are based off of Los Angeles, and I can recognize places that I have been before. It's absolutely gorgeous, and plus it's just a cool name, Human Tree Robot, that makes you think of exactly the kind of art that they produce, as well as the Fae and the Fern. I love their aesthetic. I haven't seen them around yet, but I might not have noticed them before, but I just really love the whole aesthetic. There's a lot of animals, there's a lot of purple, there's a lot of witchy aesthetics, and they even have a tarot deck, which you can check out and buy on Etsy. That will be linked in the description below. In fact, both of their Etsys will be linked in the description below, so you can check them out now, as well as you can support them at a con, because it is a big deal to sell stuff at a con. So if you see an artist that you like, buy there at the con. It means a lot to them, I promise. Most expo halls also have a couple unique things that you can find if you look hard enough. LA Comic Con has an amazing charity area where you can donate and get involved and even volunteer with some charities that are absolutely incredible, and I would highly recommend going over there to check it out and look at some of the stuff that they have there. Donating is always a great thing to do, so I would highly recommend doing it, especially since you have a really nice opportunity to do so over at LA Comic Con. There are also kids areas, booths that are geared towards kids, so if you have some little ones running around, you can show them some really amazing stuff, as well as there is science content. A lot of people who are into science love sharing what they know with the world, and there will be booths about science. The science of sci-fi is a really popular kind of thing, so you can find a lot of really interesting things there, as well as I've noticed a lot of museums will set up booths for their personal stuff, so you can go and check it out and discover a cool new museum if you haven't been there before. I love museums, and I hope you guys do as well. Once you've gotten some of your amazing merch, I would recommend trying to catch some panels. Panels are a huge part of going to cons, and there are absolutely amazing guests. Most cons have big panels and little panels. So there will be big panels where a lot of celebrity guests will go and talk on a main stage, and you can see amazing people like some actors from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Marvel's Runaways, both of which are amazing shows and you should check out, wink wink. And they will be absolutely amazing. The celebrities' interactions with each other, especially if they're both cast on the same show, are always really adorable. Ariella Barrera, who plays Gert from The Runaways, was giving a little bit of a pat to Lyrica Okano, who plays Nico, and it was adorable. I love seeing casts that are really close with each other because I'm really close with a lot of the casts that I've worked with, and just seeing that warms my heart so much. There's also smaller ones, like this amazing panel that we went to, which is turning your geekdom into a brand. They tend to be very informational and fun. They're Every topic under the sun is celebrated at a panel at some con of some kind, and these smaller panels are definitely really cool. It can be very alluring to go see your favorite celebrity cast, and trust me, I do it too, but I would recommend going and checking out small panels too to support the smaller panelists as well as learn some really amazing information. Just like the geek panel that I went to, I learned so much and it was absolutely incredible.
Like about being an author, you have to have a brand, you have to push your products, well, I don't like the word push, but you know. And so it was really like my producer, my publicist, and the publishing company was like, you really have to do this, you know, even though you're nervous. So I remember just thinking, okay, someone in the audience must feel like you do, right? Someone in the audience must get nervous or, you know, be afraid of public speaking, and they want to hear how you did it or how you were able to world build or put the details into your book. So it was really like thinking about, it's not about the fear, it's about what, Simon Sinek has this great saying, he says it's not about what you do, it's about why you do it. And people will buy why you do something, not what you do.
Once you've caught some panels, you can head on down to the celebrity area to meet some of your favorite celebrity panelists, as well as some other people that you may love from works of art that you also love. There are so many celebrities there, and there tend to be pretty long signing lines, but people who have done this for a while tend to make you feel like you're the only one there, even though you may not get a lot of time with them. You can get a print of them signed, or you can go and get a photo op, and you can also get that signed if you want to. Just delve into the celebrity experience. Everyone who I've met at cons has been gracious and kind and incredible to me, so I wouldn't be afraid of the celebrities. Trust me, they don't bite. Speaking from a lot of experience, because I've interviewed a lot of them. And, of course, there are always cosplayers. This is a unique thing about every con, as cosplayers are constantly making new cosplays, and new cosplayers are stepping into the waters to check out new cons. You will see absolutely amazing cosplays everywhere. Everywhere I've been that has had a con has had some form of cosplayer, and I would recommend building your own, buying your own, and stepping out in cosplay. Trust me, you will get a lot of people who love cosplay. And if you see someone from one of your more niche interests, where a show that is smaller or a webcomic or something like that, please tell them that you recognize them and ask for a photo. People appreciate it. I'm one of those people that cosplays small shows, and if someone recognizes me, it makes my con. Trust me. Don't be afraid of the cosplayers either. They do not bite. They are all so nice. Everyone who cosplays tends to be so incredible, and people who aren't incredible tend to get kicked out of the cons relatively fast. So don't worry about it. Everyone's great. I promise you. Just don't be afraid. The fact that I'm stressing don't be afraid so much makes it sound like you should be afraid. Trust me, don't. It's fine. It's great. Everyone is so nice. Another thing that me and my dad love to do at cons, which we started from a very young age, is cosplay scavenger hunt. So I will look around and I will compile a list of fandoms that I'm super into at the time and look for cosplayers. I found Todd and Dirk from Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency and kind of lost it a little bit. I'll admit it was a little bit embarrassing because I was so excited because you rarely ever see cosplayers from that show, and so that was an absolutely amazing experience. Cosplayers, again, are super unique and super fun, and it's great to go out and chat with them when you have the opportunity. I'd recommend cosplaying yourself because there's actually, I've noticed, not a ton of cosplayers at LA Comic Con, or just LA Cons in general, but the cosplayers that are there are incredible. So people here tend to save up and put all their work into one big cosplay instead of having several littler ones. So I'd recommend wearing a cosplay, whether you think it's great or not. It's fine, I promise you. Any cosplay is absolutely fantastic, whether it is a closet play where you just found some stuff in your closet that kind of looks like a character and went out into the con, or something you've spent weeks and months and years completing. It is totally worth it, and I'd recommend going and stepping out in cosplay. I forgot to mention that I also met Tommy Wiseau, which was wild. I totally thought he was a really good cosplayer at first, and so I was like, cool, that's a great Tommy Wiseau cosplayer. And then I heard him speak, and it actually was, and so that was completely wild. I got a shirt, and he signed it. Iconic. So that was also super rad and like the most surreal experience. He wasn't in Celebrity Summit, he wasn't anywhere. He was just in a random booth on the floor, so you should check out booths on the floor. You might find Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time at LA Comic Con. It was absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to go next year. Thank you so much for watching again. Make sure to press the subscribe button down below to see more videos like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!